Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending this webinar. We are really happy to see you here online tonight because you decided to hear some more about our EuroTeQ course catalog offer for the spring term 2023. So you might wonder what you can obtain from taking these EuroTeQ courses, how to sign up for the courses, maybe also what it feels like to participate in a course, and so on. My name is Hannah. I'm from DTU. I am an international partnership manager, and I work with sending students on exchange daily. And then I also work with EuroTeQ and the virtual course catalog. So before we start, I will just say a little bit about the practicalities for this webinar. So I can also hear that some of you have not turned off your microphone, so please mute your microphone. We will also ask you to turn your camera off, so everything will be working a little bit better. You are very welcome to ask all of the questions that you want via the chat, and you can just do that whenever you want throughout the whole webinar. But just be aware that we will not answer any questions during the webinar, but well, yes, during, but at the end of the webinar in the last section, which is the Q&A section. At the end, we'll also ask you to fill in an evaluation survey that we share with you in the chat at the end of the webinar. We'll also just pay attention to that the webinar will be recorded and will also be shared on our socials afterwards. Okay. So I'm also curious to know where you guys are from. Which institutions are you from? I think that we have a poll coming up. I cannot see the poll, but I don't know if anyone can see it. I cannot see it. Is it launched?
Yes, it's launched, Anna.
Okay, I cannot see it because of my presentation. Can you share with us, Nikita, what the...
I see here, yes, of course. I see here Munich, TUM, TUE, DTU, SOT, CTU. I think the most are from 14 from University of TUM.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, 17 now.
17
so,
from TUM. Okay.
Yes.
Good, representing from Munich. Nice. Okay, I think that we can now move on now that we know a little bit more about our audience. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the agenda for the next hour or so. So the first thing that we will do is I will give you an introduction about EuroTeQ and the course catalog and what does it offer and also how does it work. Then we will have a personal experience from a student who has participated in a EuroTeQ course. It's Yotam from Technion. And at the end, we will have a Q&A session where you can, well, all your answers will be, all your questions will be answered by my colleagues, Frauke and Lucia from TUM. Okay. Well, first of all, what is EuroTeQ? Because the course catalog didn't come from nothing. So it actually emanated from, well, the EuroTeQ project, which stems from the partners of the EuroTeQ Alliance, which is a strong collaboration of European partners who gathered together to create better education and research. So we have in the EuroTeQ project, we have Teltech from Estonia, and then we have CTU from Czech Republic. Then we have Technical University of Munich from Germany. Then we have École Polytechnique from France, Eindhoven in the Netherlands, and then DTU in Denmark. And then we have our contributing partners, which are EPFL in Switzerland and Technion in Israel. So again, as I said before, the course catalog is not an isolated offer. It's part of the EuroTeQ project, which is a collaboration that aims at creating a new educational structure, which will give you a lot better offers as students. And if you're part of these participating institutions, you will have access to a lot of really great offers from our partnering institutions. So this can, for example, be that better physical exchange to partners, more flexibility, more offers. Then you can also participate in challenge-based formats, such as the EuroTeQ Collider, that is also ongoing right now, where you get to compete against the other universities. You can also have the option to obtain micro-credentials and get specific certificates for that, and in the future also an honors degree. And then, of course, we have the EuroTeQ virtual course catalog, where you can have access to a variety of great online courses. And then there's also many more offers to come. We're always innovating. So yeah, look out for all the next offers that we have for you. Anyway, let's get back to what's really crucial here today, what you want to know about. So why should you choose a EuroTeQ course? So to choose a EuroTeQ course is a really, really good way to also create a really unique academic profile for yourself. So you might want to take a course that's not available at your home institution, get that angle that you don't really have, get that really unique profile, create a lot of more flexibility in your study program. And then it's also a really good way to experience a different university culture and engage in an intercultural learning environment without actually having to move anywhere. So you can get all of this by just sitting at home or wherever you want to sit and get this experience. You also get to experience top international universities, because all the universities part of this project are really great universities, and you can receive a transcript of records from this institution for your participation. And then, of course, you can obtain ECTS credits if acknowledged by your home institution. So there's also some different rules for that. Okay, so who can participate in a EuroTeQ course? Well, basically all of you, I would guess. Today we're sitting here. So if you're a registered bachelor student, master student, or a PhD student at any of the EuroTeQ institutions, you can take the courses free of charge, and you can obtain ECTS credits. Again, as I mentioned a little bit about before, please check the rules for credit transfer with your home institution, because this can be very different from institution to institution. So what is the EuroTeQ course catalog? So the EuroTeQ course catalog this is actually the 4th time that it's offered. So it's offered twice a year. So for the fall semester and the spring semester, or some call it the winter semester or the summer semester. Either way, it's offered twice a year. Usually, each partner will have 5 to 25 courses in the course catalog. The language will always be English, so that everyone can follow along. Then there can be different formats of the courses. The courses can be either completely online. It can also be a blended mode or a hybrid mode. So a blended mode is a course that's usually, most of the course takes place online. Then there could be some elements where there's physical presence needed, for example, for lab work or something. Usually not more than a week or so. Then there's also the hybrid format, and which just basically means that some students who are sitting at their home institution will just sit there physically, and then the EuroTeQ students will be present online. Then, yeah, so all the courses are in the course catalog, which you can see on our website, euroteq.eu/courses. We have a deadline for applications, which is November 24. So I think that's a week from now. So if you haven't already browsed the catalog, just hurry up and do it and apply for some courses. And we have 96 courses for the spring summer term 23 for this time. So that's quite a lot of courses. We also have a great variety of courses. For example, within science and engineering, most of them. And then we have entrepreneurship and business courses, if that's something you're interested in. And then we also have actually quite a few language and culture courses. And we also expect a rising number of courses in future runs. So a little bit about the courses offered and the subject areas. So for this spring run, well, spring 23, as you can see, we have a lot of computer science courses. So a lot of you guys are really interested in that, we've seen. So there's a good option to take these computer science courses, also civil engineering, and as I said, language and culture. We also have quite a few of those. And then, well, you can see there's a big variety actually of subject fields that you can browse within. Yeah, and then also you can see that there's 6 courses in this run that are blended formats, so it's not that many, and then most of them will be hybrid or just completely online. Okay, so this screenshot is from the course catalog, and I'm showing you this to give you a view of how it looked from your perspective when you browse the course catalog. So here you can see all the 96 courses. You can filter the course catalog based on the level that you want to choose. You can also filter it based on the subject area or the university that you're interested, or the start date or something like that. You can also see the format already on this page. Then if you want to have a detailed description of the course of the courses, then you can check out the PDF file when you click on the link. And just to show you, I took an example here where you can see the detailed info from the courses. So this is an entrepreneurial course. So it basically states all the information that you need to know before registering for a course. So the level, the teaching mode, the instructor. You can also see the full description of the course, like even fuller description than this on DTU's website when regarding this example. The learning outcomes, you can check out the workload, the ECTS credits, of course, the course and the start date, and also the weekly teaching times, which are really important to you, to make sure that you're scheduling it the right way and it's not interfering with any of your other courses. So be sure to really check this PDF file out thoroughly beforehand so you don't miss anything. Yeah, you can also check out the prerequisites and the examination format, which is quite important. And if you get a grade or not, or if it's pass or fail or something like that. So yeah, this is pretty straightforward. So for the enrollment process, when you scroll a little bit more down on the course catalog side, you can see how you will register for a course. So you can click on one of the institutions. So here the example is with DTU. You will have to fill out a Microsoft form where you indicate which course you want to take and some details. And then we'll receive your registrations. And after that, we will, of course, check all the applications, and then we'll send your data to the host institution. And step 2 is then that the host institution, so the institution that you want to take a course at, they receive your data, and then they will ask for additional information from you for the actual enrollment. So the first step is not the actual enrollment, but the second step is. So a little bit about the transcript of records. So if you successfully complete a course, the institution will generate a transcript of records, and they will send it by email to the student, and also sometimes your home institution. And then you as a student can check with your home institution whether the credits can be recognized. Sometimes you'll also get information about credit recognition already before signing up for the course. It will be different from institution to institution. So again, really check with your home institution. They will be the ones to know about credit recognition. This you can see here is just to show you that the semester structures are a little bit different, and the examinations and start and end dates of the academic year are a little bit different from institution to institution. It's not a problem. It's just something to be aware of as a student. So maybe they will be just an examination will take place at a totally different time than what you're used to, because it's online and more flexible. Usually will not be a problem. It's just something that you have to pay attention to so you don't get surprised. And that's it from my side. I hope you wrote down your questions, and then I will just pass on the mic to our student presenter, Yotam. Are you ready?
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. All right, I think there should be another poll now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so if everybody can just answer the poll about whether you've participated in EuroTeQ before, that'd be great. All right, great majority is no. So I guess that makes this webinar extra useful for you guys. So my name is Yotam. I'm a 4th year student at the Technion in Israel, studying mechanical engineering and physics. I've actually done 2 EuroTeQ courses. I did a course at École Polytechnique in Paris last semester, French A2 level, like a language course. And this semester I'm taking robotics from Caltech in Estonia. So as you can see, I enjoyed my EuroTeQ experience the first time, enough to do it again. So I've really enjoyed the freedom that I've gotten from these courses to kind of explore, I don't know, different education systems from other universities. And for example, learn the language of other countries and things like that. So last semester when I did the French course from the Parisian University, it was a really great time to be able to sit in front of an instructor on Zoom every week with a bunch of other EuroTeQ students who were also on Zoom. And it would be a very fluid kind of discussion-based experience. We would all be speaking in French to each other and learning better grammar rules and things like that. There's a lot of interaction directly with the lecturer, which I really liked. So I'd say definitely that was a very positive experience, and it was an interesting format because we'd have kind of semi-lectures, they're a bit informal every week for 2 hours. We'd speak French the entire session. There was about 8 other students. And then we would split into like little meeting rooms in the Zoom every so often, and kind of speak one-on-one in groups of like 2 or 3 students speaking French and do exercises together, and it kind of made the experience a bit better, because usually if you have a language course, you'd like to have some personal conversations with people. So I found that doing the breakout rooms like they did was actually like much more effective than I initially thought. So it was actually a very nice way to practice, and I feel like I've definitely improved a lot in terms of my French. And then now I'm taking, as I said, robotics at Caltech, which is obviously different than the language course that I took. Every week there is a lecture from the professor at Caltech. He records the lectures for us because he teaches the course to other students who are actually students at Caltech, whereas the French course from École Polytechnique was only EuroTeQ students. So for the Caltech course, we get to watch the recorded lectures. We do there's homework assignments, there's MATLAB exercises, and one of my favorite parts of the course is that there's a in-person lab component. So as was mentioned before, there are certain EuroTeQ courses which are hybrid. So this happens to be one of them, and I'm going to be traveling next month for a week to Estonia with one of my classmates from Technion. So I think that's going to be a really cool part of the experience. Definitely, I've been looking forward to it for a long time. And overall, I've been very satisfied with the course content. Of course, after the pandemic and getting real tired of online learning, and having now a bunch of all my courses are in person, it's still nice to here and there have a course that I can kind of do asynchronously, do it on my own time, and really it's nice to be able to choose courses that are just interesting to me, like robotics. So I find that very fruitful. I think that's it in terms of my spiel about EuroTeQ. If anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Okay, so in terms of examinations, we had in the French course, we had an exam where we were just on Zoom. The professor, the lecturer sent us the exam through Moodle. Like the École Polytechnique also uses Moodle. And I think almost all the EuroTeQ schools use Moodle, so it's pretty convenient. She just sent the exam through Moodle. We filled it out and we sent it back to her, and she gave us the grades back pretty fast, and it was very not as stressful as a normal exam, so it was nice. And of course, I knew the material, so it was nice. And in terms of the robotics course, there is an exam that's I think also online. So I think similar format, if I'm not mistaken. My level of French before starting the course, say it was A0, A1. At a basic level from doing Duolingo, and I got tired of doing Duolingo and not having anybody to talk to, so I decided to do this course so I could have more like FaceTime with a native French speaker and get some better grammatical tips and stuff. And for whoever asked about the MA1 and MA2, I'm pretty sure that's Master's Year 1 and Master's Year 2.
Yes.
Any other questions?
You. Are there any other questions to Yotam? It is now a good chance to ask him.
I don't really know much about the EuroTeQ honors degree, so if somebody else explain about that.
Yeah, this is what we are going on later. May thank you, Yotam. If nobody has questions to him, thank you for your experiences, for informing us and for give us an insight of your experiences. Very nice. Thank you very much. If you to the others, if you have questions later on to him, I think you are still in this webinar, and you can answer questions later on if it is necessary. Yet one last question. Where are you staying for the robotic course? Have you answered this question?
No. So for the robotics course, TalTech is giving us dormitories for the week at a reduced rate, but they've provided us the dormitories in Tallinn for the whole week, so it's pretty convenient. And in terms of leaks, I didn't go in person. That was a fully online class. Like I think most of the language classes are fully online.
Yeah, thank you. So I think we can start with the Q&As. I see here many other questions coming in the chat. Thank you, Yotam, again, and you will be still in this webinar. First, this webinar will be shared on our YouTube channel, so you can see the recorded webinar later on too. Yeah, we have got a question from Mishra. For virtual courses, will the student have the opportunity to visit the host university? This depends. May Yotam, you can share your experiences too. This depends on the course. If the course is offered hybrid, then you have got the blended, then you have the opportunity to go to the partner university. It depends on the course. Which format it is. Was it from the first beginning clear that you have the possibility to go to the partner university, Yotam?
Yeah, so for leaks, it was just fully virtual. So that was never part of the plan, although the lecturer was very nice and she invited us all to coffee if we ever come to Paris. But for TalTech, they made it clear from the beginning that it's hybrid and that there'll be a week of lab sessions in person. So usually the courses, they make it clear if it's hybrid or not.
Yeah, and it is in the description of the course catalog, in the download format of the course catalog, which Hannah shown us before, that there you can see in which format the course is offered and if there is an physical stay planned. So in this case, please check the PDF, and then you will see how the course is organized. And then I go through the questions. We have got the question for the honor degree, the EuroTeQ honor degree. This is maybe my colleague Lucia could take over this question.
Hello, everybody. So the EuroTeQ honors degree is something which will come in the future, but at the moment there is no EuroTeQ honors degree. This is something for the future.
Yeah, we have another question. The one other question is especially for the TUM online registration for the course for our TUM students, and I can the transcript of record or the transcript of record for the application of a EuroTeQ course at TUM is the format is it could be a PDF, it could be a download from the TUM online system, and you could share. You could then upload a PDF in the format. It is from the TUM online, the online version from the TUM online, from your TUM online. And please upload it as a PDF in this in this application form. So I will scroll down a little bit. There is another question. Are all EuroTeQ courses eligible to transferring ECTS to your study at your home university? So this is what Hannah said before. It depends on your home university. You have to check it with your home university if your ECTS could be recognized there, and you can check it before the course or afterwards if you have received your transcript, and it depends on the partner university, or it depends on each university, and you have you have to check it with your university. And what was your experience in this case? Could you recognize your French course? I think the other course is still ongoing. That's not clear, or have you checked it before?
Yeah, the French course was recognized by my the humanities department in my school, and I checked with my faculty for mechanical engineering about getting credits for the robotics course, and they said they agree, just to send the transcript at the end of the semester. So yeah.
What is the success rate of these courses? I'm not really sure what it's what does it exactly mean. I think it is how. In my opinion, it could be that how good is or how is this success? How successful is it to fulfill those courses? What is about your courses, Yotam?
Yeah, sorry. In terms of success rate, like I don't know how many students actually passed the course, like the French course, but I will assume that all of them passed. The grades were nice, and I don't think, like, because they're, I don't know, kind of like I guess they become pass-fail when you transfer your credits to your university. At least at my university, it becomes pass-fail, so the grade doesn't matter as long as you pass. But I remember at least, like, I think everybody got A's. In robotics, I'm not really sure yet. Well, I guess we'll see.
Thank you. Another question from a TUM student. Is it possible to cancel my EuroTeQ application on TUM Online? No, please contact us. We can contact us at eurotech.mobility@xzv.tum.de and then write a message to us, and then we will cancel it afterwards. If you do not have a transcript from TUM, you can upload your bachelor transcript. This was another question from a TUM student. It's no problem. You can upload your bachelor transcript. I've got the next. Is there any news on when the timetable schedule for certain courses will be online? Yeah, this is a very good question. That is one point we figured out in each course catalog. Sometimes courses are very late scheduled in the very late scheduled. So you will be informed by the teacher or by the lecturer of each course when it will be scheduled, but it is mostly not published during the application period. This is we know this, but at the moment you can only see the schedule when the lecturer is announces. There are no costs. We had another question. Are there costs for the students to enroll in the course? No, all courses are free of charge. All courses for students are free of charge. Also, the micro-credentials for the students are free of charge. This is an offer from this EuroTeQ project, and you do not have to pay anything for these courses. And Lucia, maybe you can give some information to the micro-credentials. Is there any possibility for micro-credentials sub-courses to be recognized in the home university?
This really depends on your home university. So the best thing would be to contact your home university directly and ask if it's possible to get any recognition for the micro-credentials you took.
Thank you. Another question is about the language proof, the proof of language. There's no need to upload for applications certified proof of language knowledge. We accept each kind of language format, and if you are studying in English, for example, this is for us, it is enough as a proof. This is it is not. We have got no online quick check in this case. We do not have an online quick check for language level, but you can upload any kind of proof you have. So it is, you do not need a certified language proof at TUM. What was your experience in this case, Yotam? Do you need an English proof or something like this for the course? No, was it required in your application? Yotam, was it required in your application process to upload a language proof? How it is handled at Technion? Oh, I think she's not anymore in the session. So, yeah, we have, I see another question. If the mentioned course level include only bachelor, but I'm a master student and still would like to take, can I take this course? Of course, you can take this course, but be aware that the level could be that the level could be a little bit lower than a master level. So, but it is possible for you to apply for this course. This is, of course, what you can do.
Maybe if I can add a note, it would be good to again ask your home university if it's possible for you as a master student to do the bachelor course, and also in regards to recognition. So I would recommend to ask first the home university if it's fine if you apply for a course which is not your level.
Yes, thank you, Lucia. Are there any more questions? Do we have any more questions? I think it is a good advice to have a look on the homepage of your university. There is the EuroTeQ homepage where you can find the general information about the course catalog, about the courses, and all those different information about the courses. And on this webpage, we have links to each university in the partner universities to where you can find the detailed application process at each university. So it is a good advice to have a first site on the web page, and then each university has detailed information for their own processes. For each university, the application processes are a little bit different. So check your university's web page, the EuroTeQ web page on your in your university, and there you find the detailed information about the application. The deadline for the next semester, for the summer semester application deadline is 24th of November, as Hannah mentioned before. So there's another question from a TUM student. It is completely okay if you use another email address. If you have problems to register, please use another email address if you have another than the TUM. That is, of course, it's okay to use the other one. If you have questions to this, if you have questions to the application process, there are contact data on each website, and from TUM or from the other universities. Please feel free to contact us, me and my colleagues at the partner universities. Please feel free to contact us anytime. We are really happy to help you in this if you have problems. And if you need some more information, please feel free to contact us each time. So are there any other questions? Lucia, do you want to add something? Do I have forgotten anything?
No, first of all, thank you very much, Frauke. And as Frauke just said, please feel free to contact us. It is also it is always good to, in the first step, to contact your home university for further information. So on the EuroTeQ homepage, course catalog homepage, you can find the courses and all information about the courses, and also all information about the registration process, and links and email addresses referring to your home university. So this would be the first step to get further information regarding the EuroTeQ courses.
Thank you, Lucia. So if there are no other questions are coming, we can wait a few minutes. And if there are any other questions, if there are no other questions, then I will make you aware of our survey. Nikita, she will share a link in the chat for you now. This is a small, you can see this, the link right now. It will be very nice if you could fill in this little survey for us to have feedback, how helpful this webinar was for you, and if you could proceed like this. So it would be great if you could fill in this small survey. And if you do not have any other questions, I have to, or I can say thank you, and have to say thank you. Very nice, and we are very glad to have you here in this webinar, and that you have visit us and attend us, and that you have interest in our course catalog. Thank you very much for your attendance, and we hope we will see you we will see your application, and we will see you in one of our courses. We hope it is I think it is a very, very good offer for you to add some, or to do some experiences, some international experience, additional to your core, to your studies. So we really want to motivate you to register for a course. And as I mentioned before, we have the deadline until the 24th of November. So thank you very much for your attendance, and wish you a very nice evening.